So, what's going on, guys? Jason, and today is a little mini reacts video. Don't worry, the UFC 200 video, I'm gonna get that done eventually. It'll be out sometime soon. Sorry it's been over a week. It's just I've been busy with so much other stuff, work and school. So, John Cena, while you lay there, hopefully as uncomfortable as you possibly can be, I want you to listen to me. I want you to digest this because before I leave in 3 weeks with your WWE Championship, I have a lot of things I want to get off my chest. I don't hate you, John. I don't even dislike you. I do like you. I like you a hell of a lot more than I like most people in the back. I hate this idea that you're the best, because you're not. I'm the best. I'm the best in the world. There's one thing that you're better at than I am, and that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass. You're as good as kissing Vince McMahon's ass as Hulk Hogan was. I don't know if you're as good as Dwayne, though. He is a pretty good ass kisser. Always was and still is. Whoops, I'm breaking the fourth wall. I am the best wrestler in the world. I've been the best since day one when I walked into this company, and I've been vilified and hated since that day because Paul Heyman saw something in me that nobody else wanted to admit. That's right, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. You know who else was a Paul Heyman guy? Brock Lesnar. And he split just like I'm splitting, but the biggest difference between me and Brock is I'm going to leave with the WWE Championship. I've grabbed so many of Vincent K. McMahon's brass rings that it's finally dawned on me that they're just that. They're completely imaginary. The only thing that's real is me and the fact that day in and day out for almost 6 years, I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even in commentary. Nobody can touch me. And yet, no matter how many times I prove it, I'm not on your little collector cups. I'm not on the cover of a program. I'm barely promoted. I don't get to be in movies. I'm certainly not on any crappy show on the USA Network. I'm not on the poster of WrestleMania. I'm not on the signature that's for Tuesday at the start of the show. I'm not on Conan O'Brien. I'm not on Jimmy Fallon. But the fact of the matter is, I should be. This isn't sour grapes, but the fact that Dwayne is in the main event of WrestleMania next year and I'm not makes me sick. Oh hey, let me get something straight. Those of you who are cheering me right now, you are just as big a part of me leaving as anything else. Because you're the ones who are sipping on those collector cups right now. You're the ones that buy those programs that my face isn't on the cover of. And then at 5 in the morning at the airport, you try to shove it in my face and get an autograph and try to sell it on eBay because you're too lazy to get a real job. I'm leaving with the WWE Championship on July 17th. And hell, who knows, maybe I'll go defend it in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Maybe I'll go back to Ring of Honor. Hey, Coach Banana, how are you doing? The reason I'm leaving is you people. Because after I'm gone, you're still going to pour money into this company. I'm just a spoke on the wheel. The wheel is going to keep turning, and I understand that. Vince McMahon is going to make money despite himself. He's a millionaire who should be a billionaire. You know why he's not a billionaire? Because he surrounds himself with glad-handed, nonsensical, douchebag yes men like John Laurinaitis, who's going to tell him everything he wants to hear. And I like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince McMahon is dead. But the fact is, it's going to be taken over by his idiotic daughter and his doofus son-in-law and the rest of his stupid family. Let me tell you a personal story about Vince McMahon, alright? We do this whole anti-bullying campaign. So, now that we got that, then a couple weeks later, they do a contract signing. CM Punk makes some personal stuff there. Makes McMahon publicly apologize in public. Blur the lines between reality and fiction and everything. So here we are right now. We are about to watch and proceed with probably one of the greatest matches of all time in WWE. It was a 5-star rated match by Dave Meltzer. It was its first one WWE 5-star match WWE has ever produced since Bad Blood in 1997 when Shawn Michaels took on The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell for the first time. So, let's begin. And it was as the crowd was loud and rowdy and chanted their hometown hero, CM Punk. Imagine, and also, not only this was the final time that CM Punk would do heel switch and engage until doing Living Colors personality, but other than that, we are gonna love it. I've been through the darkest days. It's fire burns. Amazing. Yep. So imagine it's like basically, it's like watching ECW One Night Stand, basically the ECW One Night Stand, except it's the crowd's larger, and if CM Punk won, basically I think they truly would have rioted for realsies. It's like the ECW crowd is so savage they would have rioted too, but that's CM Punk. So here we are, CM Punk getting his hometown invasion. And you can tell this is a deafening match. Almost 45 minutes of great action. CM Punk hyping the crowd up some more. And CM Punk just gets back in and just sits in the middle of the ring, his Indian style type of way, ready for asking for CM Punk to come out with a smile on his face. Then when John Cena's music comes out, unanimous boos all around. He doesn't do the usual pandering into the crowd. He just walks straight to the ring like nothing's going on. So right now it's already been 5 minutes in. John didn't even do his usual salute and like pandering the crowd. Like so he just walked straight in, just like boss, and just shove his championship and everything else. This is, Judge Robert said, Chicago, Illinois, everyone just erupts. CL Punk. And then unanimous boos from the crowd. Chicago hates John Cena signs. Everything just unanimous. It's all unanimously Punk for the moment. It starts out unanimously CM Punk this entire fight. And then the match happens, gets underway. So we're now around 8 minutes since the match started. This thing's about 45 minutes long. So here we go. Let's watch probably the greatest match, one of the greatest matches of all time. 5 years ago when I was 14. Let me explain this. 5 years ago when I was 14, this match was on live at pay-per-view. It was like, I didn't understand the whole wrestling thing about sparks and being smart and being all this stuff, and how all of it big was, all the lines of being blurred of kayfabe and reality. I was relatively young. This match and the build up to it just changed all my perception of wrestling and made me think, wow, wrestling is so much different. everyone stands you can't wrestle John Cena. Just like in ECW when I stand. And CM Punk does a quick little like, wait, I can't wrestle? Or he can't wrestle? And it's like everyone's like, no to you, and it's yes to John Cena, like so, of course, it starts off usually slow. Like, of course, regular chain wrestling, all that stuff. Next, Cena does the usual, the shoulder tackle, strength, show strength, usual, common, normal thing. Just like a normal, regular moment in time. So, think about all the realism that I think there would have been a PR groundswell award. Actually, when I think about if CM Punk actually did like walk out of WWE for a while, he was gonna do. I think it's gonna have done. I think this is how I think they could have handled this thing well. They could have done in pretty much. I watch What Culture a lot. If you see, I watch What Culture Wrestling a lot. And one of the things was one of the first videos I actually watched was how What Culture would do the Summer of Punk differently when CM Punk won the title and everything, and what Adam Pompey said about pretty much doing is instead of Punk holding that, not coming back for 8 days or not coming back for 8 days, he's gone for like all the rest of 2011. I think that would have worked perfectly. They had that, make the world title the main prize at the moment, while WWE title's the same. So both men try to get their finishes out of the way early. So. And more pressure by the fans. James CM Punk. I actually kind of want to keep this CM Punk promo because please remember this. Because I'm keeping this actually right here. So actually, I want to keep. Because I think my favorite part was the shocking part was, of course, the one about Vince McMahon saying that thing was so hilarious, perfectly. Yeah, it's actually crazy, insane. Like, that was the. It's really insane, like, how they actually use. No, it actually was crazy. That pipe bomb was actually insane. That years, those 5, even 5 years later, it still resonates to this day. It'll be someone talking about all the times. Because actually changing the company, it's gonna be the greatest highlight, not of just this shoe promo, but also the greatest promo of all time. One of the greatest promos of all time. And it's going to leave him as possibly the greatest performer of all time still. So here we go. Let's continue on. So now it's starting to move pace with. Now there are some Cena fans who start chanting "Let's go Cena" and Cena. Everyone pretty much, majority's pretty much like Cena sucks. So yep, it's very much a yes, the crowd gets into it. Half crowd for Cena, half crowd for Punk. So, I really gotta shave my armpits. Jesus. And of course, like usual, just like as usual, buffering. God damn buffering. Okay, we're back. So, I'm actually gonna keep this promo because it's probably one of the greatest promos of all time. You gotta keep it. So we're gonna keep that there. Let's go back to keep that promo, pipe bomb promo. We're gonna at least the first one that talks about like the modern era, like pipe. This one was pretty good. It's like it's gotta be. I might talk about this as well. So. I mean, 5 years later after this, I mean, WWE has, has mentioned Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling, some of their things, now, but, I mean, like, with Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, and, Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles, most notably AJ Styles, of course, but now it's just, but if they're ever gonna, just do, shows, help co-book shows together, like both promotions working together to book shows, like New Japan and Ring of Honor. It's done now, no, but it would be interesting, it would be amazing, but it's not happening. So here we go, CM Punk with a knee right on, with Cena draped on the apron. Knee straight, jumping knee from second rope with Cena draped over the apron, and Punk pushes him in. 1, 2, no. Leg. Thing is, I only got 2 tabs open. That's the weird thing is. I only got 2 tabs open, but somehow it's just kind of lagging like it's nothing. So let's see. So Punk now is just driving some knees right in the corner. Irish whip. Ooh, and of course the usual Punk post it in the shoulder type of thing scenario. Cena is down. So right now we're about 20 minutes so far into this match. This whole thing I have on WWE Network is about 45 minutes long. Cena pulls Punk and one, two, count by CM Punk. There. CM Punk kicks out two right there. So basically right now everything's just going by alright. Sort of alright. So right now we're all less than halfway through, but other than that we're good right now. So this is the point right here that the crowd gets 50-50 right here. Everyone gets more of a pro Cena, more pro Punk, because basically it's just, because our stand is WWE, it's PG size. There's gotta be kids watching this, so the kids are probably like pretty much gonna fight with a grown man who pretty much knows more about wrestling than a 5-year-old who just believes everything Cena does and is the pro Punk supporter. And Cena suplexes him off the ring, over the top rope and onto the floor. Cena's counted out. The title does not change hands. Watch this again. Check this out right here. I mean, the impact of taking a move like that in the middle of the ring shocks from here to next week. Taking it out there on that cold floor. Bang. And again, John Cena almost on one leg, falls in the cover, hooks the leg on Punk, and notice how he can flip onto his back. He can't put any pressure on the leg. But Cena's gonna hook the leg right there. We may have a 1, 2, 3, but I like to say, I think the pressure from that knee. The wheels are turning inside John's head. I think that leg is hurting him more than he wants to let Punk know. Gotta block it out, King. We all know about this bitch. We work in pain every day. John Cena just gotta block it out like he's doing right now. John Cena starting to work a little bit better on that leg again. Hook of the leg, shoulders down on Punk, who kicks out too. Okay, number 2 count by Punk. Number 2 count by Cena. John Cena walked into this building tonight, WWE champion, on a white horse, and got booed out of this building. But listen to these fans now, like Rocky Balboa over in Russia, he's turning them. I don't even know how to respond to that. And look at Cena, and now it's CM Punk. Attitude adjustment time. And this time Cena's got a flip him. That was unique. Hook of the leg. Punk in trouble. He's got that is nice. That was not a AA. That was a. I don't know what that slam was. Like, okay, so Cena had him on one shoulder, at him like shoulder, gut on shoulder, and then tosses him and laying on the side. Is that like a power slam / side slam combination? If anyone knows the real name of this move, it's like, if you ever, for WWE Network, it's around 23, 30-ish, 23, 40 or so. And here they traded blows. Use a boo, yeah, boo, yeah, boo. Cena goes with an abdominal stretch, which somehow Michael Cole thinks that abdominal stretch is gonna make CM Punk tap out. Like I'm like, what? Like, oh god, Michael Cole was. I forgot this is when Michael Cole was like this douchey neutral announcer back then. He thinks that somehow CM Punk's gonna tap out to the abdominal stretch. Like he isn't. It's not like the 40s where people could tap out to that stretch. Where people like never see that stretch before and it hurts so badly. Oh, my ribs, oh, my stomach, I got tap, like it hurts so badly. Like now it's just normal. You can just counter that. Let's say among just said, hip toss. So, of course, Cena does his comeback routine, soda bumps to up, roll up. Oh. And here we are, is a slide slam. And the partial response. And then does his usual thing. You can't see me. Boom, kick to the face. Fuck, knees, this, and then his usual suicide dive. And right here, we're over the halfway point right here. So, and both men down on the ground. No, that was not what was going to happen. That was supposed to be a clothesline. What is in the mind of a champion? What I see more than anything is I look at John Cena and he's not even breathing hard, guys. He's just getting warmed up. You can't see me, but here's five knuckle shuffle from the champ. And CM Punk tries to use CM Punk does five knuckle shuffle. Hey, fun fact: the five knuckle shuffle is a slang word for masturbation. If you want to know, yes. If you are a kid who has heard about it, five knuckle shuffle is slang term for beating your dick. So, yeah. So this is something that WWE does actually wants you to forget, actually, and does not want you to know that. So yeah. So that's what the five knuckle shuffle is. Basically, you just masturbate. So, alright, let's move on. Okay, now almost. Alright, we're almost at the half hour point. Cena gets about for GTS, and nope. Cena with a gut wrench slam. And then Michael Cole becomes a little bit more of a biased announcer for a second, where he just. Yeah, I agree with you. Every time Cena goes to the mat, he grabs the knee. He is trying. And look at that. There you go. I'm telling you, he's hurt.
Cena trying not to show it. You can't afford to show it. You can't let CM Punk. Now going for the attitude adjustment again. And again, Punk able to counter. Oh, Cena could be out. Cena could be out. Knee to the jaw for a second time. And the bulldog.
That's it. That's it. If CM Punk covers John Cena.
Cena may be out. I don't think Cena has a clue where he's at. Two knees to the jaw, followed by the bulldog. Punk is wasting precious time. CM Punk. The fly, no, he can't do it. Punk in the cover. The shoulders are down, and Cena at 2.5.
Flying clothesline. CM Punk. That was a flying clothesline. You know, that is the stiffest knee I've ever seen. CM Punk gave John Cena a legit stiff ass knee, like, fuck you! Just fuck you! For being the face of the company! Like, shut the fuck up! You ain't jack shit! This what is, and I'm surprised. So wait, CM Punk hits John Cena, knees John Cena in the face. He's fine. When Seth Rollins did it once, he actually broke his nose. Like, damn. And CM Punk gets to the ropes. And of course, never do fall. So Dante went into the SDF. I don't know why they switched. Now, of course, that's a good name. They named it SDF, but come on, the SDFU is way better. If you don't know what it is, an acronym for what you thinking, if you know what it is, then congratulations for maintaining your innocence. Now, if you are someone who pretty much don't really care, then you don't like watching these videos, these pay-per-view live reactions, or anything like this at all, then you can fuck off. Anyway, but other than that, here we go. And Cena does his power thing, crossbody, catches someone, and then goes just, and then we get CM Punk, and then we get John Cena just gets Cena again. Then Cena gets Punk into the SDF like usual, crawls, then pulls him in the center, back to center ring. What the hell am I? And then Punk's like trying to like, no, this is my hometown, damn it. And Punk then counters it into the Anaconda Vice. You know what would have been crazy? CM Punk turns heel. They do the screw job, Montreal screw job to John Cena, and CM Punk turns heel. Imagine that. If imagine that mindfuck if CM Punk sided with Vince McMahon. You know, that would be a huge heel turn. We all would be like, no! you! Fuck your counterculture! You are not supposed to be the spoke of the wheel and all that crap. It's just. And then CM Punk's like, hey, you can't beat him, join him, and join him. Then he's like clean. He acts like the clean cut, clean shaven, regular champion that WWE wants them to be. The business look, the look of a real champion should be, and then WWE's then people who hate this Punk now that. But hey, that could have been a scenario fake WWE could have done, but who knows, that scenario may have not been worked.
John Cena, perhaps near exhaustion, goes to the top rope for perhaps a desperation maneuver.
Next, John Cena does his usual leg drop, counters into a pipe bomb, to a power bomb, and another kick out at 2. Cena kicks out at 2.
At the last second, almost turned that thing into a power bomb on John Cena.
This is one of those matches that people always been for.
35 minutes plus.
CM Punk signaling for the go to sleep.
And then now CM Punk signals for GTS.
Punk tried to go for the GTS earlier and Cena countered. And now CM Punk gonna go for the GTS again. John Cena though too close to the ropes. Oh, that was how smooth the hoop went there. That's why Cena's a 10-time champion. That's right. Cena going back to the top again. Pulling out all the stops.
Cena's going for that big leg drop.
Across the back of the neck.
And that is it.
Good night, Punk.
Look at
There's
John
one and two. And again, Punk kicks out.
I'm exhausted.
Hey, look at all sleep. All Cena can do is it's almost a chuckle. It's almost a laugh. Like, what? What the hell? What can I do? Well, it's what this night means to both competitors.
And this match is
The entire
good.
the company.
It's
The
good.
WWE title on his shoulders. CM Punk, who talked the big game, doesn't have a job after tonight. Look at Cena. You gotta love it. I mean, the guy he's staying focused. So important.
Next, John Cena tries to go for an A again.
These battles were the greatest of all time over the years. He knows what it takes to put these competitors away. John Cena he has to stay with his game plan. Stand behind Punk. Cena again going for the attitude adjustment. Can he put Punk away this time? John Cena going for the AA. This time he delivers with a
John Cena gets the AA, 1, 2, and kicks, and Punk kicks out again.
And now it's Cena trying to keep his composure. We are over 30 minutes into this matchup. A match that'll change the landscape of this company forever. I think John needs to go to the back and get the kitchen sink. He's been Punk with everything but that.
You gotta ask yourself, what keeps making Cena
Why is that? Where did that thing like the kitchen sink come from? Like I've hit him with everything but the kitchen sink. Like, where does a kitchen sink gonna do jack shit? Like, where are you gonna get? Unless you have there's a disposable kitchen sinks with metal and probably strong enough to knock someone out cold. And I'm like, okay, then interesting, but all right. But anyway, moving on. Let's go on to the next part of the match.
right now? John just
CM Punk is.
this match.
So John Cena is trying to do something of some sort with Punk. Over. Oh, here we go. CM Punk tries to do next a Super AA.
Cena on the second rope, setting up Punk for an AA. For an attitude adjustment.
Punk
Desperately fighting his way.
desperately just hitting him with elbows, just right in the side.
That would have finished Punk, I think.
And then Punk next.
Punk able to escape that planned attitude adjustment from the second rope. Now what? Oh my
Then Punk does Hurricanrana.
does not allow Punk to go for
Another 5 more minutes into this match. 5 more minutes. Insane. CM Punk, it's his knee. Knee to GTS, and it knocks him out of the ring. And then it knocks him out of the ring. You know, that point where you hit your finisher. You know, like when you hit your finisher, hit that finisher, and then basically someone rolls out of the ring. Basically, that's what happened here. CM Punk hits the GTS on Cena, and Cena rolls out of the ring. It delayed the match a few more minutes, sadly.
That's a worst case scenario for Punk right there. Yeah, that's 240 pounds of dead weight. Punk has got to get back into the ring so Cena doesn't get counted out. The referee has started the count. This could be
Like the third time like this. You know, John Cena's creating that little bit of space. I'm gonna tell you, that's calculated. That's not something that's just happening by accident.
And then Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis comes out.
by John Laurinaitis, the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations. One of the men verbally attacked by CM Punk a couple of weeks ago on Raw. Mr. McMahon realizing the severity of this situation. Well, watching it firsthand, I guess. I mean, this is Mr. McMahon's entire legacy on the line here. CM Punk.
Then CM Punk gets caught in the gets caught in the SCF, and then Vince McMahon like tries to do the screw job, part 2 over again, and Cena is like, nope, no, it ain't happening like that, Jack. CM Punk looks at Vince and tells him it ain't going to happen like that. Not the Montreal screwed up way, the real way. And Punk hits the GTS. 1, 2, 3. And CM Punk wins the match. And just like that, CM Punk won the match. And my mindset was, holy, everyone's reaction, even my dad, my sister's reaction was, oh my god. And basically me and my sister was asking, like, what's gonna happen now, like on Monday now, like what happens now, like what happens with, that means John Cena's gonna be out of the company, because we just thought everything was, I was thinking everything's so real, because understand, I know about baby dead and all that stuff. All I knew was wrestling was real. I felt like an old school wrestling fan. Wrestling was real. If you were face, I loved you. If you're a heel, like CM Punk, I hated you and I wish you were dead. So, my mindset was, what happens now when this match happened? Now we're thinking, what happens now? What is Vince gonna do? This is where it happened next. Vince was walking by and know what's gonna happen next. Then Vince calls him for Alberto Real catching Money in the Bank. And we're thinking, oh, okay, so Alberto Real's like the last ditch effort by Punk. And Punk is like, Del Real just runs in and then boom, kick to the face, and then he's like, really, motherfucker? You think you're gonna do that right now, just out of nowhere? He's still up, he's still moving, he's still breathing, so you just fucked up. So basically, CM Punk is dead. Vince realized he fucked up, and then that kiss goodbye with the title. And then when everyone's thought process is, where is CM Punk going to defend his title? What happens now with Vince, with John Cena? What do we do now? What's WWE gonna do without his big championship? A big championship. And that's how Money in the Bank ends. CM Punk celebrating with his crowd, with his hometown crowd of Chicago, with the WWE title. And then he goes home and he actually puts the title inside his refrigerator. GG. Great fucking ending to that great pay-per-view. So that was CM Punk versus John Cena, Money in the Bank, right there. And yeah, that was so 5 years ago when I watched this. When I was 14 at the time, and understand I didn't know all the stuff about wrestling, all stuff like I felt wrestling was real. Understand? Yes, I was a kid. I was young. I didn't know the ins and outs. I didn't know the fake kayfabe and all this crap. Okay. I was young. So understand, when this happened, my thought process was, what just happened? What do I do? What's going on now? What's going to happen now after this? So, of course, we saw what happened. Of course, we all know what happened. CM Punk came back. CM Punk said he will never come back. He will never be in the WWE again. And he wasn't never going to come back. Never to return. Well, what happens next? He comes back 8 days later. John Cena, WWE decided to create a new WWE Championship because WWE said, do it, fuck that title, fuck it, we're gonna go and make a new championship. And they do a small tournament. The next night they had created a little tournament. Finals gonna be between Miz and Rey Mysterio. That got delayed. Triple H we find out Triple H is the new CEO of the company, and Vince is being relieved most of his on-screen duties behind the scenes. Most of his duty behind the scenes. Now that was a sign of basically they were going to do. Okay, so shit is getting changed up. So okay, let's see what happens next. Next week on Raw, John Cena with Rey Mysterio wins the WWE Championship, his first WWE Championship, and then he had to defend it the same night against John Cena, who then won. Until we heard, of course, CM Punk's theme song, and CM Punk came back 8 days later. So they had a big title versus title unification bout, at SummerSlam, and CM Punk won. It wasn't clean because John Cena's foot was on the ropes at that point, but hey, who cares? CM Punk won. Summer Punk, so it means, hey, it's still summer, the summer of Punk. Yeah, party! And then, hang on, I need to make a call here. So, next thing you know, CM Punk gets blindsided by Kevin Nash, who we all thought was, why is Kevin Nash here? And basically, at this point, he didn't tear both the squads like he used to do. Instead, he jackknife powerbombs Punk. Bird Rail catches in his title shot, his Money in the Bank contract, which he won earlier tonight. If you didn't hear from on here, he cashes in his Money in the Bank contract and walks off with championship. So we're all thinking like, okay, so CM Punk gets a Night of Champions. Nope, he competes against Triple H, while Alberto Rio defends his newly won championship against John Cena, and John Cena won. John Cena became champ. So what happened next? John Cena, CM Punk took on Triple H, and Triple H won because Triple H just thought, hey, you being in the ring with me is better than a championship match. The truth is, it is not. So, the because of that, so now we're thinking, okay, in Hell in a Cell, he then gets his rematch. Well, he does, but but he gets into a triple threat match with Battleground and John Cena, and Alberto won it in the triple threat. Won the triple threat. So we're thinking, okay, so he gets it at Vengeance, the next pay-per-view after that, and still no, he competes in a tag match with Triple H, take on The Miz and R-Truth, which still didn't make any sense. But he did get his rematch at SummerSlam of 2011, and CM Punk finally won that championship, and we're thinking to ourselves, yes, now and WWE's just thought, hey, let the summer bug begin, and yet it was November. So, what just happened, WWE? Their response was, hey, we got new action figures. They can you just click them together and they just fly around the ring, just act like they're actual wrestling. So yeah, it started off. So yes, they took an angle that was white hot, Summer Punk. They bring a wrestler who was super hot, and then they just burn him down. They him lose 3 straight pay-per-views. Not just win at SummerSlam, but they took a white hot thing. CM Punk winning. And then they made him lose 3 straight pay-per-views, and then gave him a title, which set up his 434-day title reign, which was amazing. Which was pretty good, despite the fact that he lost it to The Rock to set up Rock Cena 2 at WrestleMania 29. And then led to CM Punk's departure from the company in 2014. So, yeah, this is an idea that could have been set up. I think there would have been, and of course, just like What Culture did this before, if you want to watch it, I'll leave it in the description for you guys. So, of course, thank you guys. So, yeah, that's what happened. So that was Money in the Bank. 5 years later, possibly it is still a great match. Obviously, it's still a great match. If you have a WWE Network, just try to watch it. If you don't, watch at least a promo. It's one of the best promos done in years. One of the best promos done in years. Find a pipe bomb. Still practically one of the best pipe bombs of all time. Best promos, work shoot promos of all time. And yeah, just be sure to leave a thumbs up for this video. Don't forget to share this with your friends and family and any other wrestling fans who need something to get used to. Tie himself down, a little something before Battleground, which will be next Sunday. And also try to subscribe to the channel. And yeah. I'm Jason Johnson, and until next time, peace out, money out, later.